This is Master Kambai. Today I am tired. I was scared to lose that replay, so we are doing this replay today just before it vanishes. So I hope you guys will enjoy. Some of you may know me from Multi-Topic Talk. Welcome back. Let's do this. As usual, I will be fast in the first few turns because infantry spam is boring. Infantry, 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 infantry. Now you will see me having a different playstyle than usual because Sami plays different. Yes, I get my first recon out and my second, but pay attention to the future turns. Another recon. Now, right now in the capture game, I am ahead of Vin for now. So we fast forward. Now you will see me buying lots of APC during this game, and it's rare because I don't like APC. You will also see me creating mechs, and this is also rare because I don't like mechs as well. So let's fast forward this. This recon wanted to scout this area. This recon wanted to scout this area. I got trapped. Very clever move from my opponent to place that recon there. Now, as you can see, I move my troops toward the center. 2 mechs for that APC. And he took a great engagement there. However, he gave me a forest, which is a mistake because it's fog of war. So now, I just want to be closer with that recon, that's why I just send him there. Even if I know this recon will see me, I don't really care about that. So I go capture something in front of his recon. And very interesting move. He went there instead of attacking this recon or this recon. That was the best thing to do because he keeps a visual on both com tower. So now he has 2 tanks, 3 tanks. It's very good. It's the perfect counter for my recons. Now as you can see it, I have 2 APC, which is really rare as I was saying earlier. So I just spread my troops and send mechs to the main battlefield. Now I create my first artillery and another recon because I expect to lose 1 recon, and I was right. This recon is about to die. That artillery is to compete with the tank because I'm pretty sure at that point he will have some tanks to send at me. So at that point in the game I still have a slim slim advantage over income, a slim lead over income, and over troops as well. Now you create a anti-air, very clever. Anti-air are perfect against mechs and infantry. So now I'm just moving around my APC and infantry and mechs in this area because I want that com tower. I create 2 artillery because artillery are probably one of the most important units Sami will ever have. Now he is mopping the floor with my troops there. He is being really good right now. So now at that point I'm like, I will get these com towers. I also rush the base. Even if I know he has troops, I try my best. Now I create my first rocket entry infantry. Now he got trapped with my mech. He found my artillery. That was a painful blow, but he did not realize I had a artillery just behind it and a mech as well. So I will send one of his tank into oblivion. So he did a very clever move. He killed one of his injured troops to injure my mech. However, it's not enough. So this took a shot, this move. Here again, I did the mistake to not cap this before. Now I go for this base because I know I can make it. Since he has a lot of troop there, I don't expect many enemy vehicle or anything that can really hurt my capturing infantry. And then I think I move my recon inside the plane. I'm not quite sure. I don't. I should have went at the plane. I did a mistake there. Now the explanation, maybe I thought the stars for defense were good, but it's not enough. He has a recon and the anti-air. The best move would have been to send that recon away. And here he would only have one shot. Of course, his vehicle would be on a airport, which is good for him in his defense. But my recon would still be alive since none of these two units are tank. Recon and NTR are not really deadly to recons. So this fight was really intense. I really liked it, even if I don't really like infantry and mech spam usually. This one was fun because Sami is just like that. She is really good with infantry and mechs. Now you realize I have a rocket there. I also traded a tank because I knew I needed some defense for my rocket. So at that point I get that base. That base is really essential for a win in this map. I think one of my mech just disappeared. Maybe he died? Yeah, he just died. So now I'm just capturing stuff. And I used my CO power, something you won't see from a sami player. Because usually sami player, they don't think one extra space to move is good. I actually did thought it was really good in my case. I was able to jump on 3 properties, which is really strong, especially for Sami. And I knew he had forces there. So yes, he started building forces here, but his army is not as strong here than there. Now I'm just using the best asset I can have. I use my injured artillery as shields. The fact that he don't have that com tower here yet really put him in a hard situation, if we can say it that way. Now this tank is trapped. It cannot leave that area except if he find that infantry and kill it. So his tank is pretty much gone. Now I create another APC and another wave of infantry because I need to keep the pressure on. That anti-air was just in case he decided to capture one of these two and have a airport. So I was really scared about air units just jumping in the fight. We are never too cautious. NTR are always good, even if there's no air units. Shutting down infantry is really helpful. Shutting down indirect as well. Now I do some cleanup. Now he lost his com tower. And I got 3 other property in the upper part. I create another mech. That mech is perfect because he is in the center of the action. and I was nearby my steel power, if I remember correctly. Yeah, was half done with my steel power. So now I'm just moving mechs around and dropping mechs to send them on the battlefield faster. Now with the income I have higher, and I have also a biggest army. The typhoon is coming, but the typhoon won't really change the fact that my army is much bigger than him. Yes, they will have global damage, and my price will drop, but my price is still higher than his because my army is just that strong. At that point, I knew I won. I just knew it. Now we get a lag. I don't like the lag. Oh, we can actually remove it. I lost an infantry. My infantry that was currently capturing was sent into oblivion, as we say. So yeah, this fight was really intense. He did a mistake, however, yes, he still has his com tower, but he lost a tank. So my question is for you, do you prefer 10% firepower global or one tank? In my own opinion, the tank is better, because the tank will allow you to counter attack and probably get back your com tower. It's 7k. Of course, you will lose 10% firepower, but you will still have a tank there instead of spending money to get a new tank to replace the one you lost. But that's just my way of thinking. Com tower are still really good, so you can argue that he did the right choice to kill off my infantry. But yeah, that's just depend on what's your priority, what do you prefer. So I created a medium tank here and I tried to keep it hidden to surprise him. He will be like, what? A medium tank from Sami? So I just spread my troop there. Now as you can see, I have two mechs. He has two indirects. You can imagine what will happen if he don't move these indirects. Tried his best. He tried his best. Now my question is, how did he find my unit? How did he found it? He had no unit nearby, so that's weird. Now he pushed me back, which is very good. But that's not enough for me. I'm just that strong. Now at that point, I'm not using that seal power because I know I won't be moving mechs or infantry this turn. I just place my APC as shield because I want these mechs to be ready for battle. Now I do some cleanup. I create another mech because I know next turn I have my seal power. So I create another anti-air because I'm really scared about these airport in the corners. Now I also created a battlecopter because I knew that's good. Even with reduced firepower, battlecopter can be really useful, especially against indirect. You can just fly around and try to get a good strike on the enemy. Now I use my double time because I knew this time the double time would be effective. And now I find that battleship. I had a good laugh. I was like, really, really, buddy? You know you lost, you bought this. Well, battleship are good, but not in a losing situation because I just bought a sub, and that sub will just laugh at that battleship and shoot. So now, as you can see, with my steel power, I did a good push. I went for that city. and the turn is not over yet. The push will keep going. My mech is able to reach the com tower. So for those who think they always should wait for the super, I don't agree with you. The super is really strong. I will never say Sami super is bad. It's one of the best super in the game. But most of the players that plays the game and that knows the game, they know how dangerous Sami is. They won't just leave building open for Sami to capture. They will always do their best to block the buildings with the biggest unit they have. Now some people will say, oh, but two space for making infantry. Other super does the same thing, but it's global on all of his units, and it costs 5 stars instead of 7 or 8. I forgot Sami. I think Sami is 8. So Sami super is really expensive. That's why you barely see me use it. Of course, if at the start of my turn I can use it, I will use it instead of double time. But usually I won't wait and charge it up, because I just don't feel like it's the way Sami should be played. Because there's so many ways to counter this. Block bases, kill units. If you have your extra space and you do a good push with 3 stars, I think it can be worth it. Of course, it's not as good your movement than Adder, but Sami as a seal is a better seal than Adder, so that balances things out. A double time with only 2 stars would be just too broken in my own opinion, especially in the hands of Sami, because Sami is already a very good seal, and now the price is still dropping, but I overwhelm him. He just cannot do anything about my sea of mechs and infantry. Now I get another seal power, and this one helps me to crush these units. Now I think it's the 3rd one or the 4th one in this game. So if I really waited for my super, once would be the amount of time I had extra space. Now I had extra space for 3 or 4 turns. So all my mechs and infantry were much more faster than usual, and they were able to reach other stuff. So I did the right thing. These steel power push were really amazing. Now I create a bomber because I know I won at that point. I'm like, there's no way he has more building than me, or near my amount of building. So he tries push, and then he resigned because he realized he lost. He had half of the map under my control, and at the end his army was really small. It was 44 against 7. So I hope guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.